DC here. Hi guys and gals. Oof. I just finished some like bit more than a 5 kilometer walk and it's tag time. Yes, it's Tuesday and not Monday, but this worked out that way this week. And as usual, I will be starting with Jasmine's Monday tag, the 5 question tag. Hi there, Jasmine. Hope you're well and hope that you have a good week. And let's just get right into it. I found a bench with a little bit of shade where I was walking in another park. So, question one. Any plans for this week? Well, we're still in a heat wave. It's not quite as bad as the big one that we had, but it's like around 30, around 33 degrees. And for me, anything over 30, I was going to say anything above 25 is hot. I like it when it's 25. So any plans for this week? Usually our plans right now are to do it as much possible when it's a little bit cooler in the morning, because now it's 10:30 and it is 27 already. And yeah, so try and do as much as possible in the morning. We do not have a week with many things planned. Last week we did. There was a birthday party and so on. So this week, what's planned? We have a prayer meeting at church on Tuesday. We have our groceries, which we always do on Thursdays. And I have my Spanish classes on Monday and on Friday at lunchtime. Is that about it? I think it is, except that if I remember right, Mrs. DC has planned to do a big cleaning action tomorrow. But just don't tell her, maybe she'll forget. Yeah. But yeah, so that's pretty well what's planned for us this week. And my kids, oh yeah, I was going to say my kids are off to Spain. Well, my daughter-in-law and the grandsons, and one son will come. My other son will come probably, maybe not, and first son is still working for a couple weeks. Yeah, so that means no meals, probably no meals planned on Saturday. Okay, move on to question two. Have you started anything new in the last week? What would be anything new? Probably not, actually. I have been looking into ways. I have an older Mac, which still works very well, but I might want to upgrade it. And there are certain patches and things like that that could be used to help in the upgrade. So I've been looking into the ways of doing that. But that's not really anything new. I was going to say Spanish, but I've been doing that for a while, so that's not anything new. You know what? I think there isn't really anything new. We are coming up slowly to Mrs. DC's birthday, which is a big number this year. But no, really, there isn't. I've been looking into sometimes into ways of doing. I was going to say into electronic equipment and stuff like that, but once again, nothing really new. So I guess that's a boring way to answer that question. I guess being retired makes it a lot of times is the new stuff or old stuff that we're just doing over again. Yeah, let's just see now. Question 3. Are you trying to get your life back on track? No. I'm pretty happy with my life as it is. I was looking forward to being retired at the end of my work time, and felt that somehow that was getting my life back on track. Now that I'm retired, I quite enjoy the rhythm. I would like to have more money, that's for sure. But then again, I am happy with what we can do, and I was going to say life has been good up to now, and no, I put it this way. I guess I could be a little bit more healthy, in the sense of be more fit. I should put it more that way. I could be a bit more fit. But aside from that, no, I'm not. Don't need to really get my life on track. But yeah, maybe that would be my answer. Be a bit more fit. Yeah. Now let me see. Question 4. They're all pretty much the same type of questions. Do you like your age? Somebody who answered this said, that basically, I mean, there's the usual answers. Age is just a number, and so on. We're getting older. Pretty much everybody that's doing these tags are getting older. We're not getting more fit, but I don't have any problem with my age, actually. It's a nice age, because, well, I'm a grandpa as well, and I enjoy that. The fact that that I have the chance and I'm still, alert enough to do a lot of things. I like my age, because the fact is that by being the age that I am, I'm able to be retired, and I'm able to do, in a way, plan a certain amount of things, within the limited budget that a retired person has. But I actually do like my age, because it permits me to be as I am now. Yeah. And so, yeah, I can't say that I have nothing against my age. I would say, if you'd have asked me this question when I was probably in my mid-40s, I'd have said no. Well, yes and no, because somehow when you're in your mid-40s, you're in probably the prime of your life, instead of what you can do and physical possibilities and so on. But at the same time, you already see what you're not going to do or not going to be. And I was in my 40s. I was actually looking towards that retirement time, almost yearning for it. So yeah, but now I'm in it. So yes, I'm happy with my age. That was question 4. Question 5 and last. What would you like more than anything right now? Well, more than anything. Let's qualify that. I don't think that I will. What I would like very much, to be in Ireland. Yeah, I'd really like right now to be in Ireland. At the end of my walk, to go to a pub and have a pint, and go to a play in the evening, or stay in the pub to have the for a session, so the music, and just enjoy it over there. As you know, I very much enjoy the scenery, I enjoy the people, I enjoy the food. Yes, if you've never been to Ireland and you go to Cork, you will see that it's as good as anywhere. And I've been to a lot of places. So yeah, the south of Ireland, pretty much, it is fantastic for everything. Yeah, that would be my answer to that one. And have I spoken long enough? I think I have, because I have answered all the questions, and that'll be it. So I'm going to go on to Dave Nicholson's tag. So thank you, Jasmine, and take care. Have a nice week. Bye-bye.